You already know who is this. I am Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. And you know, beside the updates, beside the news, I also like to bring my humble opinion about different topics to the channel. So in this case, I'm going to speak about why some women has become a problem for pastor bros and foreigners in Colombia. A lot of people going to be agree with me, some others won't. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to speak facts, to say what it is, and to speak about a topic that I have a lot of information about. So let's jump in this. So the reason why I decided to do this video is basic on the numbers, like some cities like Medellin, Colombia. So far this year, almost 40-something foreigners have been losing their life in a lot of suspicious cases that 98% of the case, working girls, unfortunately, they've been involved. When I say working girls, is because it's not a secret that that's the main attraction why a lot of guys, why a lot of travelers coming from the United States, pastor bros from Europe, from the rest of the continent, they come to our country to have a great time, to hang out with the girls. So what I ask myself is, a lot of guys are being seeing where the really threat is coming from, because I don't see that the mayor of Medellin, the mayor of Cartagena, they are a threat for foreigners. The reason why I say that is because a lot of you guys, you like to complain, saying like the mayors, they shouldn't be messing with the clock tower in Cartagena, with the Yachts Park in Medellin, and they shouldn't be focusing something else. But like I say, I repeat myself again, are you guys really seeing where the threat is coming from? Because the only threat that I see, for guys in Colombia, basically on the numbers, speaking about the case, are the women's. Not all the women's, but some of the women's, they really being a problem. They have become a nightmares to a lot of foreigners in the country. The reason why, these problems already long time ago is been out the hand is because a lot of brothers, and I don't want to blast the guys, I don't want to put this on travelers, on foreigners, on pastor bros, I don't want to put this in nobody, but this is the reality. The reason why a lot of guys, like they've been getting in trouble, they've been getting scoped, they've been getting robbed, they've been getting, dropped, and worse of the case, a lot of brothers, unfortunately, and this is sad to say, they've been losing their life. It's because a lot of brothers, they don't want to listen. And I've been saying this for a while. A lot of brothers, they rather to follow the woman, like they don't want to hear the real advice, like they see the red flags, but sometimes they like to ignore them. Just because they're trying to flex, they try to have a great time, they going crazy. They think, like YOLO, you only live once, and you just need to have a great time, which is true. Sometimes, you gotta take care. No, sometimes, all the time. Yourself, you need to be, you need to be focused on yourself all the time. You shouldn't lose your head because you are around a lot of pretty women, which is normal for me, because I'm Colombian. I'm used to see a lot of beautiful, amazing women in the country. But I understand the game, I understand the foreign game, that a lot of brothers, they aren't used to see a lot of beautiful women, like natural, women and stuff like that. Some of them, they got a plastic surgery. Like I say, I'm not here to talk about, to define women, none of that. I'm just here, like I say, to speak the facts. I get the foreign games, but the foreigners, a lot of foreigners, unfortunately, they have a goddamn Colombia game. Colombia is not a country for weak people, and if you ain't ready for this, don't come here, please, because like nobody's a babysitter that they gonna be, they gonna be washing your back for you. This is a homework that you should do in your own. And like I say, this is something that guys, they really need to worry about, because I feel like, the guys, they attack more. Basically what I see, they attack more, the mayors, because they doing their job, because they want to get related again by the community. They barely care. I mean, they do care about foreign coming to the city. Tourists, they do care about, but at the end of the day, tourists can't get them related. They need to have the community happy so they can be related again, and they can be in the power for 4 more years, how they choose the mayors in Colombia and how they choose the president. Well, long story short, this is not like a politician thing, what I mean? So guys, hey, this season, Christmas, You know, you guys really need to worry about, like, no, I mean, it's not like you're gonna be like freaking out every time you go to the street, every time you're gonna date a girl in Medellin, Colombia, every time, you're gonna give a call to a working girl, because like I say, it's not a secret that a lot of brothers that come here to do that. I don't judge nobody, because at the end of the day, everybody go for the money, and they have the right to do whatever they want for their money. But please, like, you have family expecting you to get back at home. Please, when you are with these women, make sure you're taking all the precautions to have a great time. But also, the safety always need to be first. Safety need to be at the first place all the time. And you need to be, you need concern about yourself first all the time. My advice all the time to the brothers that are coming here for the first time, it's like, well, it's difficult, man, because the working girls, like I say, they look like the regular women, but they are not regular women at the end of the day. They are with you because, like, majority of them, 97%, they don't, like, they don't like you. That's the truth, man. That's a reality. Like, don't get mad about me. I don't try to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to get people sad. I don't want people, to be attacking me. But like I said, that's the truth. 90%, they don't like to be with you. What they like is the dollars, like the big amount of money in Colombian pesos, the PayPal warriors, that's what they like it. And like I said, fellas, I'm feeling some type of way about that, but that's a reality. So when you are with women like that, or you like to ignore that the red flag is money for them, because a woman that always showing you, like, she's with you or she like to spend time with you because of money, that's a red flag. One way or other, you're going to be hurt at the end of the day. Your package, your bank account is going to be hurt one day or older. Sometimes, a lot of brothers don't see that because they feel like, that working girl is in love with me and stuff like that. Sometimes, they're playing the long game and they want to get you. Not all of them, because some of them, they get in love. But like I say, almost 97% of the women that are with you, working girls, meaning, talking about working girls, they don't like you. They just there for the money, and they are loyal to the money. So you don't know, like, how to take some time precautions with them, because they don't like to be the real working girls. The old ones that know how the game is and stuff like that, they will never give you a real name. And they also, and they will never give you, like, they will never take a picture with you. The real ones, you know what I mean? Because they don't know, and they want to allow you to record them and stuff like that, while you're doing what you're doing. Because like I said, they have family, stuff like that, and they don't know the reason, the purpose, why you going to use that picture, that video, and, and her name, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why a lot of these girls, they never will give you the real name. You know what I mean? They can give you another name when you are in the clock tower, in your spot, once you take them to the room. And once they pull up, the ID, you probably will see, the real name. And some of them, they be carrying out a fake IDs, because I've been seeing that on my own. Like I said, I can't speak about this. So it's very difficult to kind of protect yourself, from the working world, because you never know how the real intentions are. Well, I know, the real intention, the first and the main one is to get the money. Of course, they're trying to get the money out of your packet, out of your debit card, credit card, or however you're paying them, Bitcoins, anything, because they have working girls, they have all the methods to take payments. You can play with them one way or other, you're gonna pay them at the end of the day. So yeah, that's the main concern, get the money from your packet. And after that, you don't really know what's up. You don't really know what's gonna happen. You don't really know what's next. So like I say, after that, the game is up to you. You are the one that live, that allow these people to do with you whatever they want. Like I said, I'm tired of, I'm not tired, because, I just like to prevent guys, if you're coming for the first time, I just like to give advice, so you can have a great and amazing time in the country. This is a wonderful country that, unfortunately, reputation has been ruined, because a lot of guys, they can't take care of their bag. And like I said, I don't want to put this on the guys. But if you're supposed to be a man. If you allow the women to do with you whatever you want, whatever they want, that's just up to you, man. That's just up to you. I'm not saying, I'm never gonna get got in Colombia, but I kind of know, like, how is the game. So I'm trying to, like, not to do a stupid thing, because I don't want to get got. I don't want, like, having none of these troubles, with the working girls. And, well, I don't mess with working girls anyways, but, like, I don't want to get none of this trouble, because I already know And kind of know, like I said, I kind of know because I don't have massive degree in the hood about how to take care of my bag. Anybody can get caught by the working words, but please, like, especially in the Christmas season, like I've been saying, Christmas season is a very important, season anywhere in the world. In Colombia, a lot of people, they trying to get money, man. They're trying to get money because nobody's trying to be clean up in December, the 31st. Nobody's trying to get clean out. So please, like the hunters, they over it. You are the one that allow them, if they trying to get you are the only one that is gonna allow them to do that. Because they're chasing, they're chasing. If you allow them to get you, that's it's up to you. But like I said, this is the season that you gotta take care of your back for real, because they hungry for money. They will do almost whatever they want to get the money. The bad women and the bad guys also, but like I say, this topic, we focus just on women, and like I say, it's really surprising me because in Colombia, like foreigners, they've been getting more in trouble with women than with guys. You know what I mean? And that's the reason, like, something has been wrong for real. Something has been wrong, and this is like, it has become, easy targets. Foreigners in Colombia has become easy money for them because they know, they can get robbed. Like I mean, a lot of them, they don't speak our language. They can't communicate. Police, they barely would give a fuck about that. They kind of would do something because they already been saying that, if we kind of like, I was reading an article kind of made again, like, if you get robbed by Mexico, working workers and stuff like that, they barely will move a hand because they've been given this advice before. And whenever you have working girls, you have like, whenever, bro, trust me, whenever there is working girls, whatever, it's gonna be a problem, man, one way or other, because I mean, drugs, alcohol, and many of the things, it's just a lot of issue together. It's a lot of issue together that if you ain't able to handle, you're gonna be fucked up. You know what I mean? So like I say, the main threat in Colombia, in my opinion, the main threat, and the ones that, that satisfies, a lot of foreigners in Colombia are the women. Guys, sometimes they don't like to see that. They barely like to, to admit that. But I don't see the mayor of Medellin, the mayor of Cartagena as a threat for foreigners. Again, they're trying to do whatever is best for them. That is getting related. That's the main goal. They don't care about, what's next. And they would do, almost whatever the locals are asking to protect, the integrity, to protect the integrity of the city and to get related, like I say. So please, if you are coming to Colombia, don't forget all the buys, that I've been telling you. It's so hard, man, to sometimes, like, see what people are bringing to your life. But sometimes, a lot of brothers, they ignore this, just rather to ignore the red flag, and I don't know why. I don't know why some brothers, they like to ignore the red flag, because red flag is a red flag no matter what country you are in. If you are in Colombia, if you are in the area, if you are in the Philippines, if you are in the United States, if you are in Spain, all over the country, red flag is a red flag, and you shouldn't ignore that just because you are around two beautiful women, just because you like to flex, just because you're trying to post videos on all these groups, just because you're trying to post pictures in all these groups, because a lot of guys, they just want to have their attention on them. They've never been around beautiful women, and I get that. I get the game. I mean, you've never been around so beautiful, a lot of beautiful women for the low, for the cheap. I get the game. But please, like, while you're doing that, just don't forget about yourself, because yourself is always first. So, guys, this is most likely, like a advice, video. And, go so deep in that, because a lot of guys, they've been getting twisted. They think, like the police, enemies and stuff like that, but you guys really need to see where the threats, are coming from. And this was all for today, guys. I hope you guys like my video. And for those that say that they don't understand, by the time I speak English, let me tell you, like, hey, I'm Colombian, but we're raised in Cartagena, Colombia. So probably by the time I speak your language, I will have a little accent, probably, some misunderstanding word. But my English couldn't be perfect because my main language is Spanish. Spanish is something that I can do perfect, no problem about that. But hey, just thanks for everything. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching my video, and see you soon on the next video. This was Carlos, the Colombian guy.